Before you ever walk down the aisle, you've already married someone. In your vibration, in your imagination, in your frequency. The wedding happens first in the unseen world. The world you feel becomes the world you live. Love doesn't start when two people meet. It starts the moment your energy begins to align with the vibration of being loved. Everything in life, especially love, happens by frequency first and by form later. If you've been wondering why the right person hasn't appeared, it's not because they don't exist. It's because you haven't yet tuned into their wavelength. The frequency of love is not reached through effort, but through embodiment. You don't chase love, you become love. You don't look for the one, you become the one. Your inner state is the invitation to your future. When your emotions, thoughts, and imagination live in the vibration of union, the physical world has no choice but to deliver it. But when your frequency is filled with loneliness, fear, or desperation, the universe simply mirrors that back. You may say you want marriage, but what matters more is the frequency you carry about it. Because the truth is, you can't attract what you're not in harmony with. You can't pull in divine partnership while vibrating in the energy of doubt. So let me ask you this. Are you already married in frequency? Do you feel the love you seek, or do you feel the absence of it? Your answer determines the timeline of your manifestation. Many people think they are waiting for love, but in reality, love is waiting for them to vibrate higher. The partner, the connection, the divine union, it's already written. But the bridge between you and that reality is your energetic permission, and that permission is given through feeling. You must first experience the feeling of being chosen before you are chosen. You must dwell in the vibration of being adored before anyone adores you. The energy of marriage must exist within you before it manifests around you. This is what it means to marry in frequency. You must unite with the emotion of love before you unite with the person. You must fall in love with the feeling of already having what you desire, because the frequency you hold is the magnet that draws your partner in. Every great love story begins in the unseen. You cannot touch it, but you can feel it. You cannot prove it, but you can know it. And when that knowing becomes unshakable, reality must bend to match it. People say, I'll believe it when I see it, but love doesn't work like that. You see it when you believe it. You feel it first, and then you witness it. You marry in frequency first, and reality attends the wedding later. Imagine yourself already loved, completely, deeply, and without condition. Feel the safety of that bond. Feel the warmth of being understood without speaking. When you walk, imagine the presence of your partner beside you. When you go to sleep, feel their energy intertwined with yours. This isn't fantasy, it's energetic rehearsal. Every moment you dwell in that vibration, you are preparing your reality to meet you. You are sending a signal into the universe that says, I am ready for this experience now. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to frequencies. You can say, I want marriage, 100 times. But if your energy still vibrates in fear or impatience, that is the signal that gets answered. Love is a high frequency, and you must rise to meet it. You rise by choosing thoughts that match love, emotions that reflect faith, and actions that come from peace. When you marry in frequency, you don't ask, when will it come? Because you already feel it has. And that certainty speeds up the manifestation. This is why some people seem to attract love effortlessly. They've already married it in vibration. They walk in the energy of fulfillment. They move with the calm assurance of someone already chosen. They don't seek love to fill a void. They radiate love that calls its match. You can't attract from emptiness. You attract from overflow. You must become so full of the feeling of love that your very presence becomes magnetic. That is when love finds you without searching. If you wish to see marriage appear, begin by embodying it internally. Be faithful to the image of your ideal partnership, just as one is faithful to a promise. Visit it in your mind daily. Feel it until it feels normal. Speak from it, not about it. Instead of saying, I hope it happens, say, it's already mine. Instead of asking, when will I meet them? Say, I'm already connected to them in energy. The more you live in that inner marriage, the faster the outer one must arrive. But beware, this requires consistency. Many people flirt with frequency. They don't commit to it. They feel love one day and doubt the next. And so the signal becomes unstable. Imagine a radio trying to tune into a station. It can't receive clearly if the dial keeps moving. Your energy works the same way. You must hold the vibration long enough for reality to catch up. You must stay married to the frequency before you see the ceremony in life. When you begin to live in that energy, everything changes. Your face glows differently. Your confidence grows naturally. You stop looking for validation because you already feel complete. This wholeness sends a powerful message into the universe. I am already loved. And the universe, being obedient, echoes it through experiences, people, and opportunities that match it. Soon your outer world begins to reflect your inner marriage. Remember this, marriage is not the beginning of love. It's the physical evidence of a love that already existed in vibration. The partner who will appear in your life is not a stranger. They are the energetic reflection of your inner frequency. They will meet you where your vibration currently lives. That is why you must marry love before you meet love. You must join hands with the version of yourself that already feels whole, already feels desired, already feels secure. That version of you holds the key to divine timing. Stop chasing connection through effort. Start attracting it through frequency. You are not meant to beg for love. You are meant to broadcast it. The moment you embody the energy of union, you send a signal so strong that your counterpart cannot ignore it. They will feel you before they see you. They will be drawn without knowing why. Because energy recognizes energy long before faces recognize faces. You are not waiting for love. Love is waiting for your alignment. The marriage you dream of already exists in the invisible field of your consciousness. All that's required is your emotional agreement. When you say yes in energy, the universe begins arranging every detail for that union. People move, paths cross, timings shift, all to fulfill what your frequency declared. So stop asking how and start asking who do I need to become to match this vibration. And that's the real wedding, when you marry the version of yourself who already has it. When you become one with the vibration of love, peace and fulfillment, you activate the divine contract. And once it's activated, the outer ceremony must happen, because nothing can resist a frequency that's already complete. So if love seems far, go inward. If marriage feels delayed, rise higher. Tune your energy to the channel of already. Walk, talk, and think like someone who is already married in vibration. You don't need proof. You are the proof. You don't need signs. The feeling itself is the sign. And when you master that feeling, your reality becomes undeniable. The altar is not in the church. It's within your heart. The vows are not spoken aloud. They are whispered in the language of frequency. And the wedding ring, it's the energy of wholeness circling your soul, saying, I am already one. When you live from that place, the outer ceremony will simply be a reflection of what's already done. So remember this truth. Before you marry in reality, marry in frequency. Feel the joy now. Feel the peace now. Feel the connection now. Because life will always mirror the energy you've chosen to commit to. Your soulmate is not missing. They are orbiting your vibration, waiting for you to tune in. Once you do, love will find you as naturally as breath finds lungs. The wedding will not surprise you. It will feel like remembering something your soul always knew. Because you didn't wait for it to happen, you lived it into being. Marry in frequency first, and the universe will bring the ceremony to your doorstep. Love begins in vibration long before it appears in physical form. Everything you desire in life starts as an unseen energy, and love is no different. Before two people meet, their frequencies have already been dancing in the invisible realm. You cannot touch this vibration, but you can feel it moving through your heart when you allow it. The feeling of being loved, cherished, and seen begins as an inner state, not an outer circumstance. When your heart aligns with that vibration, the universe begins to rearrange itself to reflect it. Every thought, emotion, and image you hold about love becomes a signal sent out into the cosmos. The moment that signal is clear and unwavering, it draws in its match with perfect precision. You do not need to chase or plead for love. It is summoned through alignment. The moment you vibrate in the frequency of union, your world bends to honor it. Love doesn't wait for chance, it waits for energy. You must become the frequency of love to attract the experience of marriage. Too many people search for love outside while carrying emptiness within. They forget that life doesn't bring you what you want. It brings you what you are. When you embody love, you become irresistible to it. The calmness, confidence, and joy of one who feels love from within creates a magnetic pull, stronger than any effort. You cannot fake frequency. The universe reads vibration, not intention. When you wake up and choose to think, speak, and act as one who already has love, you shift dimensions. You start living as if marriage is not a question, but a promise. The world feels safer, brighter, and more alive. People begin responding differently because you've changed your inner song. Becoming love is not pretending. It is remembering your true nature. And when you become that frequency, marriage naturally becomes your mirror. The universe responds to your energy, not your words. You can say affirmations all day long, but if your heart still whispers fear, the universe hears that whisper. Words are surface waves. Energy is the ocean underneath. Your emotions are prayers in motion. They tell creation what to bring next. When you speak of love, feel love. When you think of marriage, believe in marriage. It's not about reciting lines. It's about embodying truth. The universe doesn't judge. It reflects. If you emit doubt, it returns confusion. If you emit certainty, it returns fulfillment. The moment your energy becomes consistent with your desire, reality has no choice but to obey. So speak less from longing and more from assurance. Feel the vibration behind your words and let them carry conviction. The invisible world listens not to your lips, but to your frequency. Feel chosen within, and you will be chosen without. The outer world is a copy of the story you tell yourself in silence. When you see yourself as overlooked or forgotten, you attract mirrors that confirm it. But when you begin to feel chosen, worthy, and celebrated in your spirit, you shift your entire destiny. This is not arrogance, it's alignment with truth. You were never unworthy. You were only unaware of your value. The moment you see yourself as deserving of love, people start seeing it too. The frequency of self-value is magnetic. It pulls in everything that matches it. The person meant for you will sense this energy before they even meet you. You won't need to convince anyone of your worth because your vibration will do the speaking. When you feel chosen within, the universe rushes to agree. And life always gives a standing ovation to those who finally recognize their own light. Your soulmate aligns with your vibration, not your waiting. You can wait years for the right one, but if your energy never changes, your reality never will. Waiting keeps you in a vibration of lack, while alignment moves you into flow. Your soulmate isn't missing. They are resonating on a higher frequency that you must rise to meet. This rise happens through emotional mastery, through choosing peace instead of panic, and belief instead of doubt. Every time you shift your mood toward love, you move closer to them. The invisible cords of energy between souls tighten with every thought of faith. So stop waiting and start vibrating. Start living as if the connection is already real, already alive, already yours. Your energy is a signal. Your soulmate is the receiver. The moment your frequencies harmonize, nothing can keep you apart. Alignment replaces waiting with arrival. The marriage you seek already exists in the unseen, awaiting your energetic yes. Somewhere in the field of infinite possibilities, that moment of union is already written. Every time you align with joy, trust, and peace, you get closer to that timeline. The only thing keeping it at a distance is resistance. The inner no you keep repeating through fear. But when you finally surrender to belief, when you say yes with your whole being, the universe begins to rearrange itself to fulfill that agreement. Love doesn't appear when you beg for it. It appears when you agree with it. You must give permission through your energy. Say yes not in words, but in emotion. Say yes through the peace of knowing it's already yours. And as soon as your vibration agrees, your reality starts to unfold the unseen plan. The marriage is already done. It's waiting for you to match its tone. When you marry the feeling of being loved, life mirrors that love back to you. Everything external is a reflection of what you feel inside. If you dwell in emptiness, life echoes emptiness. But if you dwell in love, the whole universe becomes affectionate. You don't need someone else to create that feeling. You create it yourself. Sit with the emotion of being adored until it feels familiar, like home. Feel the warmth of safety, the ease of connection, the peace of being seen. These feelings are not imagination. They are frequencies building your new reality. Life has no choice but to give you what you continually feel. The moment you fall in love with the emotion itself, you activate the energy that attracts its form. The more you marry the feeling, the faster the reflection appears. And once love fills you, everything around you begins to agree. The ceremony happens in spirit first, and reality simply follows your frequency. Before the music plays, before vows are spoken, there is an invisible wedding between your soul and its vision. You must see it, feel it, and believe it long before it takes form. Reality is slow to catch up, but spirit moves instantly. When you live as though it's already done, you shift timelines without effort. Every image in your mind becomes a prophecy waiting for fulfillment. The real altar is your imagination, where the commitment is sealed in emotion. The ring is the vibration of certainty circling your heart. Once that invisible ceremony is complete, life must bring the physical one to pass. You won't chase it. It will arrive naturally. Because what happens in spirit is law, and what happens in law must appear in life. The frequency writes the story. Reality just reads it aloud.